Today we're talking Jack Haudenschild's Ohio Sprint Speedweek cameo, the World of Outlaws losing yet another full-time driver, Sunday race results from around the country, and a lot more. Let's go. It's Monday, June 23rd. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is DIRTRACKR Daily presented by Kubota Genuine Parts. Maximize the lifespan of your Kubota equipment with Kubota Genuine Parts. Manufactured to the highest standards, their parts are a perfect fit and offer unparalleled performance. Whether you're farming, landscaping, maybe you do heavy construction, maybe you just have stuff around the house, using genuine parts means you're investing in reliability. Keep your equipment working as hard as you do. Go with Kubota Genuine Parts. You can find a full line of Kubota Genuine Parts at any more than one of the 1,000 dealers nationwide. You can find a dealer in the My Kubota app or visit KubotaUSA.com. If you don't have the My Kubota app, you can find it in the Google Play or Apple app stores. You can click the links below in the video description on YouTube, or you can scan the QR code on your screen. The QR code is right about there. I want to start today off by jumping back to last Thursday at Waynesfield when the All-Stars rolled through for Ohio Sprint Speedweek. The night was dedicated to Jamie Miller, and Bernie Stubjen and his Indy Race Parts team decided to bring out a second car for the night. Parker Price Miller was in the 71 for Bernie, which we've seen a lot of times. But a second car, stickered up like Jamie's car, was rolled out, with Jack Haudenschild set to pace the feature in it. Sort of a ceremonial tribute to the late car owner. Jack drove for Miller during his career. The two were good friends, but Jamie passed away at the start of this year. But I guess when your nickname is the Wild Child, we should have expected that just pacing the feature for a few laps wasn't going to be just good enough. Haudenschild retired after the 2021 season from full-time sprint car competition. And if you might remember back, they brought out that incredible Pennzoil throwback car for several races. Jack actually won a weekly show at Wayne County that season. He raced at Bristol with the World of Outlaws and grabbed an all-star podium at Attica in the fall. Back to last week, though, Jack ended up drawing in for the night and headed out to hot lap the car. He put in a respectable time, and his fun wasn't done there. When the first flight of qualifying pushed off, Jack was in line, ready to go again. By the time the flight was done, the 6H set 6th of 20 on the board, with Jack posting a 10.607 around Waynesfield, which was just a little more than 2/10 off Cap Henry's quick time. Was Jack really going to run all night long? Well, the answer was no. After qualifying, they cleaned the car up and got it ready for the pace laps. In a social media reply to Brad Doty, Jack said, quote, "Didn't plan on anything other than pacing the field. Then it escalated. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my own seat, so decided to hot lap and qualify and had fun," unquote. I wonder if his seat had been in the car, if maybe we would have seen him go the entire distance. Even at 67 years old, I guess we shouldn't be too surprised that a driver with 72 career World of Outlaws wins can still get in a 410 sprint car and make it go really fast. Bernie posted a video yesterday from Thursday with the Wild Child in the seat, knocking mud off things with a big smile on his face. Moving on to a bit of dirt late model news, the World of Outlaws Late Model Series is down to just 15 full-time drivers now. Back at the beginning of the month, the series lost Max Blair to a pick-and-choose schedule, and this past weekend at POWRi, Austin Smith was a no-show. The Outlaws started with well more than 20 this year, and slowly we've been kind of paring that down, now down to 15. Smith has since been removed from the driver's page on the Outlaw website, even though there's nothing out there publicly about his change of plans. My Race Pass shows Smith's last dirt late model starts happening at the Dream at Eldora Speedway a couple of weeks ago. It was a tough week there for him with a B-main DNF during the Flow Series show, then a 25th place finish in B2 on Saturday night. The Georgia driver had been having a tough go with the Outlaws, having only started 6 features in 16 appearances through Bedford in May. His best finish actually came in his final start as a full-timer back at Bedford. He was 11th that night. Smith, not a super experienced driver, he was always going to be up against it coming out on the road this season full-time with the Outlaws. MRP shows him with just 20 appearances in 2024. Smith falling off now leaves the Outlaws at 15, like I said, which is actually the same number the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series has at the moment in terms of full-timers. I wouldn't be surprised if we maybe had another driver or a couple of drivers fall off by season's end from either tour. As we've talked about a bunch of times on the show, things start to get difficult financially for those guys who kind of are outside the top 10 in the standings. Not making features regularly really starts to hurt the pocketbook. And the World of Outlaws late models were supposed to be at Independence Motor Speedway today, but that race has been rained out. They are attempting to find a makeup date, so stay tuned for that in the future. The Outlaws are set to head north later this week with scheduled stops coming up in Minnesota and North Dakota. That happens through Sunday. In Sunday Dirt late model action, Tyler Erb closed out Summer Nationals Week 2 with the win at Lincoln Speedway. He said afterwards that he and his guys were up all night after POWRi getting the car fixed so that they could come race. As we talked about on the Sunday Daily Show, Erb and Bobby Pierce had a late race run-in, and Erb's car had quite a bit of damage. So not shocking that they, had to stay up all night to get it fixed. And again, not the last time or first time we've seen Erb and Bobby Pierce get together. Jason Fager led a lot of the race last night, but one too many hits to the turn 4 wall, broke some suspension pieces, and Fager ended up DNFing. Ryan Gustin, finishing on the night's podium, clinched him the Week 2 Hell Tour Championship, and he picked up an additional $10,000. There is no Summer Nationals racing today, with Week 3 starting tomorrow at Springfield. Weekend Modified Nationals wins. It went to Treb Jacoby. He actually swept POWRi, and then Hunt Gossam took the victory last night at Lincoln. I'm not sure where the points are currently for the Modifieds, as they haven't been updated since Friday. Trevor Neville was the leader then, so whatever changes have happened, I'm not aware of what they are. At the very tight confines of Action Track USA, Justin Grant closed out USAC's Eastern Storm with the win last night. He went back-to-back. That included the Saturday win at Port Royal, and he's won 3 of the last 5 USAC Sprint Car features. JG also grabbing the Eastern Storm title. That was obviously thanks to the 3 of the last 5 wins. Headed to Fremont Speedway in Ohio on Saturday, Kyle Cummins' consistency and speed have him still atop the season-long standings. He leads Grant right now by 95 points. Cummins with 5 top 4 finishes during Eastern Storm, and his average finish is still below 3 for the season. Grant really the only driver who's anywhere near striking distance of Cummins at the moment. In other Sunday results, Ayrton Gennetten was a POWRi and Fast winner at the Terre Haute Action Track. That was a co-sanction. The 2 series actually coming together for 3 races in Indiana over the weekend. That included PPM's Lincoln Park win, where he took the checkered and then crashed. We talked about that yesterday. And Joby Miller won on Saturday at Paragon. Gennetten and Joby only separated by 50 points for the POWRi Championship at the moment. That could be a fun one to watch here down the stretch. Paul Nienheiser was a Sprint Invaders winner at Quincy, and Jaden Rogers won with the MTSC at Hobstop. One quick note, I said yesterday that Chubb Frank finished 3rd at Hagerstown earlier this year. That was a complete whiff on my part. That did not happen. It was actually Dalton Wilson that finished 3rd in that race, so apologies for that mistake. Just wanted to correct that today. All right, we will call it there for the show. If you want even more dirt racing content, make sure to follow Dirt Tracker across social media. Wherever you are, so is Dirt Tracker. Just search DIRTRACKR on your favorite platform. I'm always posting photos and show links, short videos, and a whole lot more, so check that out. Hope you guys have a great Monday out there. We will see you right back here tomorrow.